Hi, this is Multi-Topic Talk. Welcome to this new video where we will be talking about Black Lightning, the last season, the final season. So it will be a review for episode number 2 of the fourth season. Before we go into the topic of today, let me introduce you to my channel. So basically, over here, you will be finding gaming content. You will be finding DC TV reviews and discussion and everything about that. You will also be finding Boruto Naruto Next Generation content, the manga, and a little bit of the anime. So that's pretty much it. It's a testing platform to see what will make people react the most. And if people are more toward my gaming content, I will put the emphasis on the gaming and vice versa. If it's the DCTV that will get more views, more DCTV content will show up here. So, with that being said, let's go over to the topic of today. As usual, that episode was great. Really, Black Lightning this season really strikes. Like everything they do is great. Yeah, it's very interesting. So we start off with the one of the daughter of Jefferson, the oldest one, speaking with a co-worker that is basically another doctor, and that same doctor shows some interest, and she reminds him she's basically gay, so nothing will ever happen between them. So yeah, sorry I forgot the name of that girl. I have bad memory with name. So yeah, later on the start of the episode, if we can say it that way, we see Jefferson having hard time to sleep, and he is really in pain, just like in the previous episode. Um, so he go outside on the balcony in the front of his house, and he is just shocking his emotion, I guess, and then he fall unconscious. So yeah, that's very hard moment this episode for Jefferson character, because you clearly see him suffering from Anderson lost. We also get to see Jefferson back at his therapist, and they speak, and the therapist basically tells, I know about you using your you losing your father at a young age. So now you clearly see there that the therapist really wants to help Jefferson, and she knows he is in pain, and she also highlight the fact that he tries to escape his emotion, if we can say it that way. One thing that really bothered me in this episode is the fact that basically in the last episode we had Thunder flying in the sky, and she fell off from the sky, and apparently this episode she is okay. They don't even mention it directly. Like they're speaking about her injuries, with Lynn saying, are your injuries better? And then she says, "Oh, I heal in the stratosphere." So I'm like, okay, maybe they excuse her falling from the sky with this, but in my own opinion, that does not get a pass. We also get to see Tobias well speaking to Jefferson, and you see now they really want to show Tobias will look like a hero for the city, while Jefferson will look like a villain again. Because in the previous episode, we had Jefferson basically attacking cops brutally. So here we really get to see Tobias being like, I'm gonna crush you, I'm gonna crush the people you love. And now Jefferson tried to shock him because he has rage, and that shock did not pass through because now Tobias is shockproof. Okay, if it's that easy to counter Black Lightning, what's the point on giving him powers? Anyway, later on the episode, we get to see basically a gang fight in the street. Two gangs facing each other by shooting the other one, and Thunder is basically alone on the field because the her sister is seeing a friend, basically the doctor that was trying to flirt with her. They still see each other after work, but on a platonic way, as the guy said. Now, when Thunder arrives, she basically end the firefight between the two gangs, and apparently there was a guy behind her that tried to shoot her, but Lynn arrived on location with her superpower created by the drugs she is basically using, and she saves Thunder. However, a casualties was made. Someone died in a car, and once the older sister of Thunder is on site, it's too late to save the boy. Jefferson learns about that, and he's really, really angry, like the Jefferson he is now, and he wants Gamby to track down the guy. Here we get a great Gamby moment. Gamby actually says, "No, Jefferson, I won't help you out. You need to put back the pieces of yourself all over the place. You need to fix yourself, wear the suit, and save the city with Black Lightning powers." Jefferson is saying then, the city is already lost. The city has fallen. So yeah, as a side plot, we also get to see the police arming themselves, getting some weapon, very strong weapon to kill any meta-human that attacks them. So that's another interesting plot. As a second um, side plot, if we can say it that way, we get someone that offers a job to the CIA to Gambi. And Gambi is like, I no more want that. I no more want a life in the shadows. And that's pretty interesting. And then she's saying, we don't want you for you walking in the shadows. We want you for your brain. And that looked more interesting for Gambi here. What I also found really weird is Gambi was saying to the CIA person, "Look, I don't want to work for CIA because I don't want to work from the shadow." But then later on the episode, Gambi go to a building, I guess, to investigate that. Yet I didn't really understood what he was doing there. And I've got an issue with this because when he was walking on the hallways, he hid in a part of the hallway while a security guard was walking around. But the thing is, that security guard did not even look where Gambi was, and it's not like Gambi had the best hiding. It's just the security guard did not did his job properly, I guess. He learned from someone else who was the shooter that actually killed someone during the firefight, and Jefferson is acting out of character again, and he basically go at that guy house and he beats him down. I think he breaks his leg as well, and the episode ends that way. So yeah, this episode was great. I really liked it. It was very emotional, and throughout the episode, you really feel the pain Jefferson has, and that's what makes that episode real. And even if it's a superhero TV show, they try to be grounded with their characters, emotional state or personality, if we can say it that way. And I really like it. It feels like a Arrow TV show with superpowers, and I really like it. It's well done. It's really a well done show. This episode, I was like, okay, Tobias speaks to me now. He is much more interesting. With this interaction with Jefferson, I really like this. That's the kind of rivalry I like. Like, the guy has the power to beat you down, but it will make you suffer instead. It's like villain level 100. It's like Slade Wilson level or Prometheus. I like it a lot. As I mentioned earlier, I feel like they overused the bias, but with what's going on here right now, maybe this season it will speaks to me much more. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. This time it's hard to tell because the two things that went wrong, in my own opinion, being I think it's Jennifer, but I'm not quite sure. Jennifer, the youngest of the sisters, the one that fell from the sky. I think something should have happened to her at that moment. So with this and Gambi just walking inside the facility without being seen or anything was another wrong thing. But anyway, um, outside of these two things, I think that episode is a solid 8 or 9 out of 10. I think it's the second time I say this. I forgot what was my ranking last episode. Usually I don't rank episode like that. If you look at my Batwoman content, usually I don't rank the episode. I need to see the overall season before really ranking out of 10 the episode. But what we got so far with Black Lightning, it's worth it. I really like it. I really enjoy it. I cannot wait for the next episode. And that final season will go with a bang. So yeah, I still think that this season will not end well for Jefferson. I feel like he will lose his power, or he will end up in jail, or killed. One of these three. We will have a more realistic ending to the show. It won't be the happy ending all show likes to give you. They cannot do that. If they do that, that will really that will really lower the quality of the show in my own opinion. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. And don't forget to subscribe, like, or comment. Any of these three really helps the channel to grow. Thank you.